Yeah, it's gonna hang. It's gonna.
You want me to hide it? Or?
And you can't hide a block. You can't. It ain't even worth hiding.
It was like your nephew was in there. She was like, "The chief said it was your nephew." I was like, "Oh, okay." And I hit her. I said, "See, don't be hating on my nephew." She was like, "It wasn't bad." She was like, "It wasn't bad. It was well spoken and well dressed." She was like, "It makes sense that he your nephew." I was like, "Oh, okay."
That's what it is. You're well spoken and well dressed.
That's what she said.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It makes sense now.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Make a lot of sense. I'm like, okay.
It taught me to stick to my guns and not second guess myself and to trust myself. What is love?
Love to me.
Yeah.
Love to me is proper communication.
Okay.
First, you have to heal from your trauma. Not just your trauma from your past relationships. I'm talking about your trauma of your whole entire life.
Stuff bleeds into, that's very serious stuff that bleeds into the
It is.
relationship. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, I mean well. I want what's best for everybody. That's one of my problems too. But and my problem is with that. Like I say, I'll be like, nah.
You don't deserve. You don't feel like you deserve it, huh?
I gotta do this. Yeah.
What's going on, brothers and sisters around the world? It's your boy Terrell Humphrey, and we got another great episode today for episode number 65. We got my uncle. We got my uncle in the building, Uncle Sejames Humphrey.
Yeah.
What it do, huh?
What's up, nephew?
How you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Man, I'm good. I cannot complain at all. For the audience, for the people that don't know you, who are you? What are you doing? Where you from?
From Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm an actor, writer, director, producer, father, friend. What don't I do?
What don't you do? That's confidence right there.
Yeah.
So how are you doing mentally?
Honestly, I'm good, man. I'm at peace. Like, I'm very unbothered. Like, I'm at a space right now where it's not too much that can rattle me, but at the same time, I don't take no shit. Don't curse.
Yeah.
I don't take no shit. So if you disturb my peace, I might cuss your ass out. You know what I'm saying? I might be like, hey, I'm not trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. This is where I'm at. This is what I'm trying to do. And I'm not trying to be selfish with anything I'm doing, but I'm going to protect me first, though. So you got to take care of you so you can take care of everybody else.
You know, it took me a long time to learn that. I can't bring no value if I'm not bringing value to myself.
Facts. Self-love, man. Self-love.
How long did it take you to learn that?
Honestly, it was always there with me, but I always felt like I was Superman. I got that tattooed on me that I could do that and take care of everybody else, if that makes sense. You know.
Yeah, make a lot.
But really, you still find yourself putting things that you value on the back burner to because you're not necessarily put them from, but you're thinking about someone else before yourself. It may not necessarily be the action, but say for instance, I'm coming down here today. I scheduled my interview with nephew. You know, instead of doing it at a earlier time, I may be thinking like, well, you know, I don't want to get nephew out of bed too early. You know, he got a long life ahead, so I'm gonna do it kind of later on. When I need to, you know, be like, I need to get my day started early, not to do this, and this is my schedule. This whole time I can do it, and this is where it's at. If we can't do it this day, we need to do it the next day. So it's stuff like that I had to learn. Like, nah, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at. What I'm gonna do, and then stop being flexible too, though. So yeah, that's another thing. People take your kindness for weakness. So you could have been like, oh, well, Unc, I can't do it this day. I'm like, you know, it don't matter. We can do it this time. Oh, it don't matter. We can do it this time. Oh, you know, I'll let you push it off for so long, but sometimes you just got to be like, you know, I've been playing my whole day and then like cancel this, and then we cancel and we still didn't do it, and we done did that several times. Like, at some point, you got to put yourself certain, be like, look, this is what I got going, and I can't make no exceptions. Either we're going to do it or we're not. So, after COVID, once COVID hit, I really, like, focused in on that. Like, like for real, we lost a lot of people during that time frame, and that's what made me like, okay, I got to take care of me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can take care of everybody else. You know, if I get sick, you know, so I can't do nothing.
If you get sick, who gonna take care of you?
Facts.
Yeah, you know, I've learned if you would say you want to do it at 6 o'clock in the morning, we were done at 6 o'clock because I'm up. I'm up at 5:30 every day. Every day. So, because I respect people's time. I respect people's boundaries. That what you were saying was boundaries.
Yeah.
A lot of times we as people don't understand the power of boundaries and the value of ourselves.
Yeah.
Mental depression is a lot. Depression is a lot, which means that we give so much energy to everybody, and everybody just taking it.
Yeah.
Because we're giving them the control to say, here you go.
Here you go.
But when the table turns is when we start focusing more on ourselves.
Yeah.
My divorce taught me that.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
My divorce on top of that. Mainly my divorce, but once COVID hit, that really like made me like zero in on it. I was already like, I'm gonna do me after my divorce. But
Yeah.
once COVID hit, I really was like, shh. But that definitely taught me, like, I saw how selfish people could be, especially somebody you just so-called love you and could like do so many terrible things, allowing you to do certain things. So I was like, oh, okay. Like,
This what it is, yeah.
So I'm gonna take care. I'm gonna look out for me. Like all my life, I had to fight. You know what I'm saying?
But I kill him dead.
You know what I'm saying? So I know what type of person I am.
Yep.
I'm not out here trying to get over on people. I'm not out here telling lies. It's some real deal devils out here.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So, and nephew and I was just talking about it. Like, my name Reem, you ain't gonna hear too many people say nothing bad about me. That's all I'm saying. So, not to say somebody may not have something, may have something, but I don't care.
It don't bother me.
But with that being said, though, like, it's some real deal, like, dirty people. Y'all know who I'm talking about. There's people out here that lie, cheat, steal. That's all they do. Ain't got nothing going. Anything that comes around them, they bring it down. They toxic. All that. I definitely don't give that off. If that makes sense. So that's all I'm saying.
So what was the biggest thing that your divorce taught you?
Man, the biggest thing I would say, I'm glad that it taught me to stick to my guns and not second guess myself and to trust myself. I'm a very intuitive person. I can read the room well. Some people around me, when they around me, they're like, dang man, like for real, it's almost like I can be psychic sometimes. But we sometimes allow others to kind of cloud your judgment, and we sometimes second guess ourselves and just will ignore those red flags. You know what I'm saying? So it taught me to stick to my guns, because I promise you I ain't never wrong. My gut is never wrong, ever. So my gut tells me something about a person, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna stick to it. And I struggle with this, giving people grace. I struggle with that. Like, I ain't Jesus.
I ain't Jesus.
I'm not Jesus, bro. I'm not. I am not. And I'm just not him, bro. Like, it is what it is. I'm just being 100. Like, I find it's a curse that I have a good memory. It's a blessing and a curse. So if you cross me,
you ain't gonna never forget.
Ever forget.
You ain't gonna never forget.
Never forget. And so that's one of my, and I let stuff go. And I always tell people too, though, like, I grew up in the hood, you know, and a lot of times we had to defend ourselves, and you know, you're gonna always get into it. People joning and roasting, and there was no limits. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was on the table. They was talking about you, your retarded sister, brother.
No limits.
No limits. So we had to fight. You know what I'm saying? So if I can go there, I can go there. If I need to go there, I can go there. But I always say that if I'm around you and I don't want to slap you upside your head, that's forgiveness for me.
Yeah.
I can still be around you, smile, and talk to you. That's forgiveness
Yeah.
for me. I know me.
Yeah.
So I'm cool. I've always been calm, cool, and collected. And they always say you're always smiling, and like that, like I say all the time, people like that. You usually don't want to see them get upset because it's usually not good.
I mean, I've learned like you said, you got to put ourselves first.
Yeah.
Once we put ourselves first, now we're able to be and feel who we want to be around.
Yeah.
We're able to feel the energy, the connection, the conversation. What do you say? How you saying it? I've learned. I accept people for what you show me. I'm no longer looking at your potential, because if I'm looking at your potential, I'm looking at what you can possibly become. Absolutely not. If you're rude today.
Yeah.
If you obnoxious, you're obnoxious today. If you're nice today.
That's real, nephew. Like, so that brings me to another point, right? So like coming into 2020, I kind of had coming into 2020, I made up my mind that I was not going to allow people to treat me or disrespect me, and not hold them accountable.
Yeah.
I'm very unbothered. When you do certain things to me, I just know where to put you. Yeah. And how to deal with you. But now I'm like, nah, I'm holding your ass accountable. So it's like so if a person, like, if I'm conscious enough to know, like, I may have did something wrong or something like that, and I decide not to completely disrespect you by calling you out your name or or just accusing you of something and not even realizing the consequences of it, and not even taking accountability, say, you know what, I was wrong. And like I say, I'm on the opposite end receiving that type of stuff. In the past, I used to be like, that's just how so-and-so is. Like, I ain't worried about it. I'm gonna sleep good every night. Yep. Now I'm like, say, man, you got me fucked up, bro. Like, yeah. You're not finna talk to me like that. You're not finna disrespect me like that either. Like, the next time you come around me, we're gonna address that, or we don't have to be around each other at all. Yeah. That's where I had got to, and I removed a couple people out of my life, because if I'm conscious enough to not disrespect you and show you the type of respect, you should give me the same type. Yeah. So that's where I'm at now with that too. Like again, I know we give people grace, but I've been doing it all my life. I'm tired. I'm tired, bro. Like, I used to just write stuff. That's just how so I ain't worried about him. Yeah. But now I'm like, I ain't worried about it, but at the same time, you got me fucked up too. That's all
the way, 100%. Because now you understand that, okay, when people see the buttons that they pushing, they gonna keep pushing it. And then all of a sudden, when you say something like, hey, man, bro, I don't rock with that. Yeah, you're the bad guy. Yeah. You're the bad. Like, absolutely not, bro. You saw the signs. You saw it. A lot of people don't understand social cues. If the body language is off, if you're doing something, they're not receptive to it, why keep doing it? Yeah. I've learned that a lot of people don't understand where you're coming from because they're not cognitive of what they're doing. Yeah. So I don't even put forth the effort and time to even explain anything no more. Yeah. Because I know it's going to be an argument.
Oh, especially if I know you. Like you said, it's a waste of time.
It's the waste of time and energy. How did you get to that point of holding people accountable rather than just letting it go?
Because, like I say, they disturb my energy and my peace. I'm always happy. I like I said, I used to make up excuses for everybody. They just having a bad day. That's just how they are. They went through this when they was young. Everybody can use it. Literally, everybody done been through something. Every single person.
I agree.
Michelle Obama, King and Queen of England, Meghan and Harry, everybody has been through something. Everybody can use it as an excuse. So I'm not gonna let you use it as an excuse to disrespect me or put me down or mess my energy up. Have me mad for a little minute, like ready to whoop your ass. Like, I'm not gonna. If you get me to that point, I'm not even gonna associate myself with around people like that.
So is that where Nice Guys Finish Last came from, or where did that come from?
So yeah, Nice Guys Finish Last is a feature film that I wrote, directed, produced, and starred in. It's on Tubi, Amazon Prime, Google Play, YouTube, and all those right now.
You said Tubi, right?
Tubi.
Okay, yeah, okay.
It came from, actually, I came in knowing that I was going to write a script on a movie that I was going to star in. But I didn't know where I wanted to start or what I wanted to write. So I just sat around and brainstormed, and then I was like, you know what? I've been through a divorce. Everybody can relate to love.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I love the movie The Best Man. Two Can Play That Game, and Boomerang. I love those type of movies. And those are all movies where they show black males in position of power that were affluent, sisters that was in position of power that were affluent. They spoke well, dressed well, and they had nice careers, cars, money, all that. I wanted to kind of do that and kind of showcase a city, and then I just took some stuff from my divorce, and then those movies, other friends' relationships, and kind of use my imagination to write a story and put it all together. And I knew with what I was trying to do, I was kind of trying to stir the pot with Nice Guys Finish Last, because the last couple of years, Kevin Samuels kind of went viral because he was talking about how basically holding women accountable for their decisions, and then he was also holding men accountable for their decisions too. But
people don't see the men part.
They see it, they choose to ignore it.
That's valid. That's valid.
Yeah. The women are louder because
the women are louder.
That's all it is. The guys aren't complaining about him saying oh, you gotta have a 8-inch dick.
Yeah.
We not, cause ain't nobody. We not getting over that. We're I ain't got this. You know what I'm saying? It's the women that's oh, you saying I gotta have, I gotta not be 250 pounds and built like a lion to get up. The men, the ones that's not complaining. That's all it is. It is, but I was kind of going after that audience of those movies that I mentioned, Best Man, Two Can Play That Game, but with a different twist, and kind of show a black male who actually has good intentions. That's my definition of a nice guy. He has good intentions of actually trying to be with the woman and not trying to take advantage of her. We know a lot of women choose a lot of dudes that ain't no good for them, so they taking care of them, a lot of them. So this guy has it all, money, career, looks, whatever, all that, and still can't seem to choose the right one. Which we all go through that too. You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of where I was going with that. That's how I came up with the story, and it was different. You never really see a lot of rom-coms where the guy actually is trying to be monogamous and he just can't find the right one. It's not many. So that was kind of where I was going with that. It was different.
And that's powerful. So I'm on a what is called a journey, a process, a phase of learning about relationship, love, mental health, because I'm a public speaker as well. So with these different audiences, different platforms, I want to connect with different variations of people, right? Love, relationship, communication. And then you got self-development, personal development. So all these realms are revolving around one person, yourself. But we can't identify that if we don't take the time to learn ourselves. I've learned that love is more than just I love you, or you love me, or you think I'm attractive, you think you attractive. What that was gonna be my next question, bro. Nah, go ahead. What was you about to say?
What is love?
Love to me is proper communication. Okay. First, you have to heal from your trauma, not just your trauma from your past relationships. I'm talking about your trauma of your whole entire life. Okay. See, the thing about about growing up to be a man or a woman is that we have to accept what has happened. We can no longer go in the past and change what has already happened. That's what we want to do. We're so stuck in the past. But as we're going from relationship to relationship, we're not properly healing.
You're carrying it back.
You feel me? It's not even a bag. It's like it's more than just a bag because you got so much dead weight that's on you that you never spoke about, that you never identified, and you always like shied away from.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to accept the pain. It's hard to walk through it. Yeah. Love is loving yourself first, and then loving this person when y'all are healed together.
That question actually is asked in my movie, Nice Guys Finish Last, and I saw it. It's a lot of people that love that part, like they never heard anybody talk about love like that. And the one thing also what kind of makes my movie, I kind of modeled it or took the blueprint from I can't think of his name right now. That did The Best Man, Malcolm D. Lee. Mm-hmm. So when he created The Best Man, a lot of studios passed on picking the movie up and distributing it because they could not understand. They didn't look like us. How educated black people could curse, say the N-word, and quote the Bible. They just didn't believe that Barack Obama might curse sometimes. You know, that's the image right now.
Yeah.
They didn't think he cursed, which we obviously see he cursed. He knows the Bible too.
He knows the Bible, right. And he knows himself as well. Yep.
So they passed. It was some studios that passed on that, and I wanted to kind of implement that in my movie. So I wanted to curse, say the N-word, and quote the Bible, and that question is brought up, and we bring up the quote from Proverbs where the love is patient, love is kind. Mm-hmm. But y'all should watch the movie, and also you should learn a little something on that.
You should definitely learn. You should definitely, because I've learned when you go through pain, you start to learn different parts of your life. Yeah. So you've been learning a lot from women, huh?
Oh yeah. And it's honestly, man, it's more so. I learned a lot from guys as a younger kid. Yep. But as I've gotten older, it's the women. But the guys kind of shaped me and molded me to who I am. Mm-hmm. Like it's a reason why I don't smoke or do drugs. The guys I hung around with was like, they weren't trying to do that stuff, or they was encouraged not to do it. Mm-hmm. And for the most part, most of them were cool, good dudes, and I'm thankful for that. They helped. I always say the hood raised me. I always say that because I was literally out there with everybody as a kid. Mm-hmm. And I could have easily been locked up behind bars or doing some other stuff, following behind them. But I followed along with some good guys that taught me a lot. But the women definitely have been very instrumental here lately. Teaching me a lot, very more so like trust your gut, tell me to trust my gut, and don't be afraid and step out and do some of the things. But at the same time, most of my partners, the women that I chose were very unsupportive. So it's the ones outside of them were the ones that like, hey, you can do it, but
support means a lot. Support is a lot, especially when you're trying to pursue something that you don't know how to pursue.
Facts.
I mean, you can watch it on YouTube. You can watch it visually, right? But when you taking the actions to figure out what you need to do to getting all the puzzles to put it together, that is overwhelming.
And then not just that. I mean, first of all, like you said, the confidence. Yeah. Confidence is key to everything.
It is.
Confidence is key. So you really might be considered crazy to think you can take something that you don't know nothing about and putting it together, right? Yeah. And then let's say you got a partner that's with you. You can either have one on this shoulder telling you you're crazy as hell, you can't do that.
The angel and the devil.
Like you need to go get a second job and focus on that. Don't worry about that. Or I don't think you should do that. You need to focus on us, on our relationship instead of doing this. Or you can have one on this shoulder that's where like, oh babe, like you can do it. I believe in you. Whatever I can do to help you get to wherever you need to be. I'm there. I'll support you. Like you can do it. Don't stop. Keep going. that's the difference. The partner you choose can set you back detrimentally, financially, mentally, all that. But that's where I kind of was going with that though.
So because I've learned we have a choice to be with the person who we want to be with.
Yeah.
Right. So how have you grown to understand more about love now in your everyday life?
Man, I'm not settling at all. I'm not. Not saying that I'm what they call it, what Kevin Samuels said, call it the men.
High value. High value.
Not to say I'm the high value man.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is you have to meet a bare minimum. So I'm not gonna deal with you if you toxic. And, so lately, I've been telling people, if you have any history of mental illness, drug abuse, suicidal attempts, those are important. Like you don't necessarily have to. That is your private life. But that stuff bleeds into. That's very serious stuff that bleeds into the relationship. You know what I'm saying? So it's those are things, and then like I say, someone who respects, shows respect, and actually is positive and not negative and supportive. That would kind of be my bare minimum. But like most of the people that I've dealt with in the past, they weren't really. It was, and so when it boils down to it, though, when I really look back at it, they weren't making plans for us.
They was making plans for themselves.
It was all about them.
Yep.
And I tell people a lot of times, like, you have to be careful on who you choose again, because we see it all the time, right? When it comes to divorce, who usually take the losses? It's the men.
Men, bro.
All right. So let's say you get the house, you got the car, you got all that, because they want you to have your own shit regardless, right? They want you to have your own money, own car, all that. You get with a girl, y'all come together. Oh, we need to get a bigger house. You sell that house. Now y'all have a house, right?
Yep.
Oh, we need a bigger car. You gotta get rid of the big.
If you're going through life and you feel lost, and you feel like you lost your identity, and you feel like you're sad for no reason, and you feel like you just want to be left alone and really to yourself. See, here's the thing. My name is Terrell with the Y Humphrey, and I created 5 free ways to identify if you have depression or not. See, the thing about mental health is that we don't understand how it creep up on us. As it's creeping up on us, we become sad, we become depressed, we become overwhelmed, we start having anxiety attacks. See, the thing about identifying your pain is that you're able to walk along the path of healing. So I've created 5 ways to identify if you have depression or not. And these are from my experience, what I overcame, what I experienced, and the growth I developed for myself. But it took me to identify what I was going through in order to grow through it. Learn as you go, grow as you learn. And that's the best way that we're able to heal, because we have to identify the pain. Once we identify the pain, now we can work our way towards healing and grow into a unique identity. Again, click this link down below to get 5 free ways to identify if you have depression or not. Click this link down below. Enjoy the show, and I'll see you there.
So now we gotta get rid of the vet and get a bigger car. So now we gotta get the Escalade SUV. You know what I'm saying? And then, all right, now we gotta have multiple cars. So we gotta get her car.
Yeah.
And we go from there. Let's say everything go to shit. Y'all get divorced. Guess who get half of that shit? Or all of it. Huh? You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just the materialistic stuff. So what I'm saying, I always have been a person that believed that, like say, I need you to have yours. I'm gonna have mine. You have yours too.
Yeah.
And then we can keep these, and then we can come together. And get something. And then just in case, you know what I'm saying, we do separate. We can always go back to
where we was at.
Man.
And
then even still, we can rent this house out, we can rent that house out. You know what I'm saying? We already got a new house, it's extra income, this and that.
Yep,
You know what I'm saying?
Just in case if we go wrong, I can go back home.
Go back home. That's yours. I've always believed in that. But like I say, I've seen where people were talking about where they say guys really don't have nothing to gain when it comes to marriage. Mm-hmm. That's something to think about, ladies. So if a dude takes his time to go buy a ring and choose you to propose to you, that's something special. Mm-hmm. Don't just think he just. It's not a lot of us out here like Drake buying 42 rings. That's all I'm saying. So,
no.
That's all.
And you said something about standards. There's nothing wrong with having standards. Like, for example, like if a woman can't control her emotions or don't know how to communicate, no. That's unnecessary stress that I have to deal with. Don't get me wrong, women are emotional creatures. Yeah. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that are you able to identify how you're feeling and communicate that?
And you know, actually that's 99% of the problem. People don't communicate.
Yeah.
But that reminds me of also was it the 47 Laws of Power? Was it,
yeah, I believe so. Yeah, 47 Laws of Power.
47 Laws of Power book where a general, one of the stories that it talks about the types of laws of power, the general passed down some information the emperor passed down some information to his general. Mm-hmm. He gave the orders, the general gave the orders to the soldiers. Soldiers went and carried out the mission, came back, come to find out they carried out the mission wrong. The emperor had the general killed. The message was that communication can be deadly. And it is up to you, once you receive that message, it is up to you to make sure that message is received clearly by who you're delivering it to. So I like to take that and break it down. So let's say, for instance, say I'm that general. He might have told me to say, take the trash out in the whole village. You know what I'm saying? So I may tell the soldiers, take the trash out. What I should have explained to them, like, all right, this is how you take the trash. This is what I need you to do. What I mean by take the trash out, you take it out.
Step by step. Step by step process.
Yeah,
Yep.
You dig the whole, dig it up and put it in the pile and set it on fire. And then I got to make sure not only that you receive the steps and that you're able to do it correctly. Yeah. So I may even do a practice run. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to you to make sure that your message is being received and received clearly. And a lot of times we don't take on that responsibility because not everybody you can't teach a fish this about being on land the same way you can teach a dog how to swim like a fish. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So not everybody understands everything the same way, so we have to learn how to communicate. Communication is key. And sometimes we have to step back and realize that not everybody sees everything or hear everything the same. Some people a little bit slow. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. And especially with men. I'm the first to say, we slow.
Yeah, slow as hell. Slow as hell.
You gotta show us what you want. You gotta give us the steps. And let us do a couple practice runs. Yeah. And then even still, what they say, it takes 22 days for you to master. 22. For you to learn it. Yeah. But it take how many hours? 10,000 hours.
10,000 hours
to become a master. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So.
But if you my bad. Go ahead. I just interrupted you.
I'm just saying you gotta have some patience with us. That's all.
I agree. Yeah. If you really want to be technical with the 10,000 hours, you're really not necessarily mastering your craft. You're just getting perfected. You're perfecting it each and every day. Yeah. See, the thing about understanding and communication is that everybody plays a role in it. Yeah. Just like you said. You might understand it a different way. I might understand it in a different way. Yeah. But it's up to us to break it down step by step by step by step by step by step by step to make sure you understand it. Yeah. And then to get your feedback to hear how you just received the message. Mm-hmm. As the leader, as the person that's having businesses, we have to communicate to people that we're coming encounter with. Yeah. Our communication skills has to be, understandable.
And sometimes I promise you I mean well. If you know me, you know I mean well. I may come off as condescending or mean, and because I try to break things down to the easiest level, and like when I communicate, and I'll be like, I said do it like this, and like that's the easiest way I can break it
That's
down.
the bare.
And I may to work on expanding my vocabulary or something, or different ways of communicating, but I promise you, I mean well. I want what's best for everybody. That's one of my problems too. But
I do too.
Yeah.
We want the best for everybody.
Yeah.
It puts you in a tunnel because everybody don't want the best for themselves.
Facts.
Like, bro,
Listen,
okay.
Themselves. I know people right now. Like I remember my cousin. We used to talk about how we got certain family members that I could give them a book and be like, look, if you read this book,
It'll change your life.
Now look, I'm taking it to the extreme. If you just read this book, matter of fact, this book will give you the secret to living forever and to being a trillionaire. All you gotta do is read it. I know some people will be like, they'll take the book and won't do that, and then we'll take it even a step further. You know what? Don't even worry about it. I'll open the book for you and read it to you. All you gotta do is just show up. They won't even show up.
They won't even.
And you know what? Don't even worry about it. I'll put it on audiobook and I'm gonna send it to you.
Yep.
Listen to it.
Won't even listen to it.
Yep. So, you know what I'm saying? It's for themselves. And that's one thing, that's another thing I had to learn. I used to think that I could, that what I'm doing, I'm breaking it down and giving you everything, like making it easier for you. If they don't want it, they can't do it, and you can't take everybody with you too. So that's one thing I learned.
Bro, how long did it take you to learn that? Cause man.
My divorce, this movie stuff, like,
dang, that's crazy. Because a lot of people don't see your vision or see what's out here because simply I understand that you haven't been exposed to it.
Yeah,
I get it. But a lot of times it's the egotisticalness that prevents you from trying.
But it's not even that. Some people don't want it.
Don't even want it.
They don't want
You're
it.
right. You're absolutely right.
You can be like, look, Michael Jackson, you have all the talent in the world. If you just go out there and sing
every day. Don't forget about every day.
Every day, you're gonna be the biggest pop star in the world. Some people may be like, and that's another thing I had to learn too. They may just be like, but I don't want to be a pop star.
That's a major lesson as well.
Yeah.
Because now you're not pulling people that don't want to get pulled. You're pulling people that want to come with you.
Yeah.
So instead of pulling that weight, you're pulling a weight that's equivalent to you, and now y'all growing together.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's what a relationship is.
Yeah.
A spouse, a partner, a brother, a uncle, a cousin, whatever the case is. If you're involved in some type of relationship, as long as we're bringing value to each other, our relationship is gonna be forever. But as soon as it goes from one-sided, I'm constantly giving, and there's nothing being in return, the relationship is ended.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't feel no type of way when I step away from that.
Yeah.
Are you proud of the man that you became today?
Oh yeah.
Or
I am.
became?
I am. And I'm still a work in progress.
Yeah.
I ain't saying I'm perfect, but I mean, like I said, I could have easily been one of the people locked up in jail. Easily. Like, every once in a while, I run into somebody that see me. I know exactly what they mean when they say it. They're like, "Whew, boy, I'm so proud of you."
Yeah.
They saying it like, "Well, I know where you come from. I saw where you was at and where you are now. Like, boy, I'm so proud of you." So they saying that with them 3 words. I know exactly.
You know exactly.
What they mean. 'Cause like, boy, you could have easily. Everybody else you was around, they gone. Everybody, but yeah.
So what made you want to become a producer, an actor, a filmmaker? What is it called, producer?
Yeah, producer.
Yeah.
I started out kind of doing some modeling, like right after high school, and that was cool. People was like, "Man, you photogenic," and that led to people like, "Well, I want you to audition for these commercials and then stage plays and then all that stuff is even modeling is taking direction, following direction. You have a director instruct you on what they want, and you have to try to display that on stage or on camera. That's all it is. Being a former athlete, I feel like I could take direction. I tried my hand in modeling, liked it. It was fun, easy money, surrounded by women.
Paradise.
Yeah, you can't get that. So you get to be on runways, you seeing all these girls changing around. Easy decision for me. And then with the acting, it was fun. You get to try to become another person on screen or on stage, and then try to make this your character, and then do the best you can and show that to the audience. That was fun. I liked that. So I decided to pursue that more and got a chance to be a part of some other projects, movies and stuff like that. And then decided to take it more serious, got with the agency, started booking more commercials and then auditions and stuff like that. Quickly realized real soon that, it's difference between hearing it and then seeing it and actually going through it. Where you're going to hear a whole lot more no's before you hear yes.
A lot more no's,
And then especially being here in Little Rock. But this is different than age, and I've always been a different type of cat too, though. So I always thought big. That's another reason why I wouldn't be in the streets, because if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. If I'm gonna do it, I think like big. Like I'm gonna do it. So I'm like, you know what? All you need is a camera. You your own producer. You can go do your own research. We got YouTube. We got master classes. We got this. We got books. Whatever. Do your own research, and then you could learn how to operate the camera and be a director or be a producer, all this and that. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do my own film. And I did my first documentary on my Little League football coach, Coach Ed Johnson. And then what I don't know or can't do, I hire somebody to do it. I ain't the richest person in the world, but I can get somebody to do it. So I got some people to help me with that. And that went cool. And then I was like, man, I want to do a movie. I want to do be like Tyler Perry or Adam Sandler, like on the right star, on Marlon Wayans. And he said he's not waiting on the Hollywood to cast him. He cast himself. So that's where I was at. I'm like, I'm tired of going to these auditions.
They picking me.
Man, I just shoot my own movie. And then, I don't expect it to be the best out there, but it's not going to be the worst. I know that. That's just how I am. But I don't matter what I'm doing. I ain't going to be the worst. So, but it's going to be pretty good, though.
No, work in progress.
I'm a work in progress. But so I was like, I'm going to shoot my own movie like them, and I ain't waiting on Hollywood. So I thought big. So I was able to scrabble up some coins and get some people together and believe in my vision, which is hard to do. After I learned how to write a script, wrote a script, and put together a team, hand selected everyone, and was able to get a movie done. But that's just something that I like doing. I like to challenge myself. I wanted to see if I can. I knew I could pull it off. Actually, I wanted to show people that I could pull it off. Actually, that I could star in my movie. I can write it. I can produce it, and then not only that, I can get it on Tubi and Amazon Prime. Stuff like that. So I knew that I was what they call it, in my craft. I just needed a few people to believe in me, because I couldn't have did it by myself.
And that's even amazing. So I've learned the best way to keep excelling in life is to celebrate the small wins. Everything that I'm doing, the speaking engagements, the content creation, it's overwhelming. It is overwhelming because you got to do it every single day. Not only am I doing this, I was doing real estate at a point in time, but I had too many things all on my plate. So I put real estate on pause. I'm gonna build the revenue from you feel.
I struggle with that too. I've been telling myself for the past 2 years, don't just celebrate the small wins and the big wins. And I'm a work in progress. I still struggle to do that, but
bro,
go ahead.
When I tell you, it give you motivation to work towards the next thing. It's so phenomenal because not only am I celebrating little small wins, when a big win come, I know I'll be more. It's more appealing because I've been working so hard towards it.
Yeah.
Like prime example, I got a speaking engagement.
Okay.
Not June, but January the 6th. Okay. So I'm like, oh shit, I've been doing this for a little minute. I finally got it. So I print out the contract. I'm gonna put it on my wall because it's the first speaking engagement that I got. But I've been creating my own opportunities with this camera.
Yeah.
So now what I've thought about last week is starting events, which I am going to do that. When you have your own stage, and you bring people in to start learning about more personal development, their dreams, like what do you want to do, and give them specific strategies, people know you for that.
True.
Not only is it marketing, it's really branding yourself because you have a stage that will bring so much value to people.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. My intention is to start it in January, then just build it up. Just build it up.
You get it. You can do it. You already know. You call me, whatever I can do out here.
I got you. I got you.
And you know, like you say, I definitely got to do better on that. Like even writing the script and completing it, that was a goal. I just was like,
you just push through it.
I just pushed through it.
All right, what's the next goal? What's the next goal, yo?
I wrote the script. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I wrote the script, and then I got it casted. You know, I selected the people to play the roles. Okay, moved on to the next. Now we shot it. Oh, we got it shot. We got it edited, and then we got it done.
Yep.
Not only that, you know, I got it out to people for them to see. You know, I had a successful premiere that sold out. You know, did that, and then I got the opportunity to present it to BET and
now hold on, we gotta, you feel me?
Yeah. So I ain't even all that. I still was like, they might not pick it up, which they didn't, but I was like, okay, well, it's on to the next. So I got it to me in Prime. Okay, now what's next? I'm like, all right, well, now I got to keep pushing it and marketing it.
Yep.
Next, you know, Revolt TV asked about it. They was thinking about picking it up.
Yep.
I decided to pass on it. But I'm like, I ain't tripping. I'm still pushing.
Still pushing.
Getting people to watch it.
Yep.
And when I was in Atlanta at a Greenlit Atlanta event, they were saying a lot of times people create projects and they never release them.
Yep.
That was my intention, was to make sure it got distribution. I did that. I delivered on everything I said I was going to do. And the whole time I should have been celebrating, but at the same time, you know, I didn't want to lose focus.
Yeah.
Right now, that's why I'm kind of letting off the gas pedal, and I'm celebrating kind of now.
Yes, sir.
And I'm not so quick to move on to the next project. It's so many people that have not seen my movie. Go watch it. You putting money in my pocket. You helping other people build their brand. There are many actors and actresses and producers and writers. Well, other writers that are part of this project that would like to get more exposure.
Fashion as well.
Fashion
as well.
Yeah, fashion as well. So. Yeah.
And I forgot, I wrote a book. I'm in the process of writing.
Author.
You feel me? Like,
what don't he do?
What don't we do?
Yeah.
See, it takes a lot to really take something out your head and put it into reality.
Facts.
Because it's difficult. Not only do you have to have belief, you have to have that drive and that ambition to keep pushing forward.
Yeah.
It's daunting. It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
Every time I celebrate something, it's major because I know the work I just put in. Like, prime example, this morning I woke up, I did 2 20-minute videos. Now we're doing the podcast. You feel me? Now when I go back home, I'm still going to be working.
Yeah.
It's the work that goes on behind the scene that let the premiere more special.
Yeah.
But it's the celebration that keep pushing, that keep motivating us to keep going, bro.
And you know, I think my problem is I don't think I know how to celebrate.
What do you like to do? Here goes some strategies that I've learned. Date yourself like you would date a woman.
Yeah, I won't say chill, watch movies, talk shit.
When the last time you got uncomfortable doing something that you didn't understand?
Uncomfortable?
Yep.
That I didn't understand?
Yep. Like a new experience or a new something.
I don't know. I don't know, bro. Yeah. I don't know. It's been a minute, so it would have to be something like I got uncomfortable, maybe taking a test for a job or something like that.
Was that fun?
No. No.
Because here go a great analogy that will help you understand why it's good to date yourself.
Yeah.
So you know how you meet a young lady, first interaction, first impression is everything, right? To get them to the next date, what are you doing? You getting to know them, you understanding what they like, what they don't like. Then you go on a date. When you go on the first date, now you just really vibing with each other. It's the energy still there from the first connection.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. Okay, let's go for the second, third, fourth, fifth, etc.
Okay.
So as you're dating this other person, you're finding everything that they like about themselves.
Okay.
But as we're dating ourselves, we're finding out the same thing because we with us every single day.
Yeah.
So we have to date ourselves like we're dating another person.
Yeah.
So once I learned it, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
That might be my problem. It's been a while since I've been dated like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So
It's a book called Single on Purpose.
Single on Purpose.
Man.
I think I heard of that too.
Great book. Great book. Phenomenal book. Because you're putting yourself first.
Yeah.
And understanding what you like, what you don't like, what triggers you, what makes you happy, what makes you sad. Mm-hmm. You already in tune with your emotions, right? So how can you really have fun? Like, for example, I went to the movies yesterday by myself.
Yeah.
Had some nachos and the almond peanuts.
Yeah.
I enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
But I did that because I'm celebrating everything is just going on.
Yeah.
Not just the movies. Like probably sometime this week I'll probably go to the escape room by myself. See if I can do it. Why not?
Yeah.
Let's do something out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
I mean, you got limited options in Little Rock, but at the same time,
not really. Not
really.
Not
Oh
anymore.
well, it's building.
It's
building.
It's a lot. What you like to do, whatever you like to do, I got a suggestion for you.
You got the suggestions, so you should start doing the suggestions for yourself.
I do.
Yeah.
And my problem is with that. Like I say, I'll be like, nah. You don't
feel like you deserve it, huh?
I gotta do this. I gotta. Yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. When I learned how far I came, bro, I was in the military.
Yeah.
Not only was I in the military, I came, start doing public speaking, start creating content.
So you out?
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah,
okay.
I'm out. You feel me? Like, and then like you said, your dreams are big. You think big. I have a hoodie that say "Billionaire in the Making."
Yeah, facts.
Billionaire in the Making. That's a lot of money. But the reason why I want that status is so I can help a lot of people along the way.
I truly believe I could make it to be a billionaire. Of course, it's gonna take some work.
Of course.
But if people see what I did with the budget that I had for this movie, and then the amount of money I make, how far I've come, and what I've done with that, people will be like, "Oh yeah, he can definitely."
Yeah.
Do it. So
It starts with the mind, and then execution, then the context, and then the connections. Like, prime example, the event I had went to with I can't remember her name, the one that told you about me.
Yeah.
So it was a relationship circle. Okay. So the reason why everybody remembered who I was, because I said something wrong. And
was it wrong?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the woman, she was saying that she got cheated on like multiple times, and so I had asked a question around that, asking. But when I asked it, it was about it was sounding like I was making an excuse for men, but I wasn't. I was saying, how come you don't value yourself as much as you should, and why do you let other people devalue you? But it didn't sound that good. That shit did not sound that good.
What did you say verbatim?
I said verbatim. I can't. Let me see. I said
because
for men, we don't know how to communicate. For men, it's hard for us to be in tune with our emotions. Automatically, women was like I'm making excuses for men.
Well, see, that's that. I am a person that, to a certain extent, I mean, for the most part, there is no stupid question. Mm-hmm. You can't fault anyone for not knowing what they're knowing or not being able to communicate what they're trying to say.
I'm gonna dive in a little deeper with
did
that.
They break that down?
Yes, they did. All 7 women that spoke broke it down phenomenally. great, and I thanked them for that because I told them this is the industry, this is the niche, this is the topic I want to speak about.
Okay.
So I thank y'all for clarifying it. It was a guy sitting right behind me. He was like, man, sometimes y'all learn how to listen and learn not speak. I said, you're absolutely right. But see, here's the thing: if I want to pursue this, I can't listen all the time because nobody will help me articulate what I need to say.
Also, but had you not asked it, do you think do you think that you would have got the answer or the understanding without that answer?
No.
That's what I'm saying. So
Absolutely. See, that's what I'm saying. And then I made a statement. I was like, a lot of people won't even ask the question because they're so afraid of making a mistake or even sound crazy.
Looking stupid.
Like, I don't care. I'm a student of life. If y'all correct me, all right, cool. Thank y'all. I know not to say that no more. Yeah. But it's the fact that I did that. Now the women gonna remember me because of that of the event. Not only is the marketing, I realize it's marketing like later on down the line, but it's like when you have an understanding of what you want to do, it doesn't matter what the outcome will be. That you will find the answer once you're doing it.
Thanks.
Like, man, listen, I'm very outspoken. I'm very articulate. I can articulate my words. If I have a question, I'm going to ask because I want the answer.
Yeah. And what I've learned too, like I guess I sat back so long and watched because, like I said, I can be very intuitive and observative, and I would comment here and there, or not say nothing. But now I'm to the point where I'm fed up, and I would just like sometimes like what you say. She said that she had been cheated on so much. Yeah. Right. So I would find myself getting upset, like. I be sitting over there like, why you stick around?
That's exactly what I wanted to. That's the point I was making.
But I'm saying, so was that wrong? Like, what after the first time he did what? And I know people getting on me. Like I say, I don't mean no harm, but I'm saying like, I tell my mama this, like, you deserve better. Like, you stupid. You stupid. Like, you know better. You taught me better. That's how I know you know better. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you know better. But then I also know that some people I hear this all the time. It ain't that easy. It ain't that easy. I know. That's what I have. That's what I struggle with. My struggle is that not all of us are made the same.
We're not.
Not everybody's thought is the same.
Yeah.
And even when I try to break things down to you, explain stuff, how you should be valued and how I value, or I think you are valued, that don't mean you believe it.
Yeah, absolutely not. It's just you're talking, but they don't understand because it's not time for them to understand. Yeah. And that event really taught me a lot. You feel me? How to articulate the questions, depending on the crowd.
You were trying to understand
exactly
why did she stick around for him to cheat multiple times.
But I did not say that in that way. So that was like just formulate your question correctly so that way you can get the answer you're looking for. I'm like, y'all gave me great feedback. I thank y'all.
Did she give a reason why?
I think she said because she just loved it. Yeah, he just turned and corrected me. It was an 18-year-old, and it was from 35 to 40. So from 7 women, but it's great feedback. Great feedback.
I was like, all right, now we got that corrected, but let's get back to it.
Let's get back to the question.
Why you stick around?
Yeah.
That's what I just want to know the thought process on that. But,
I do too. Yeah. Like, do you not value yourself enough to walk away? And then I made a statement. I was like, we don't want to be so lonely. We stick around. And we're hurting ourselves. Yeah. But when you become lonely and start dating yourself, that's when you start to grow more. Yeah. So I did say that wrong. That's okay. I definitely said that wrong.
Good content.
Yes, sir. So we coming up on the end, man. So I only got one segment. It's called Best for Last. Okay. So this segment, I ask 4 questions and you answer with a quick explanation. Okay. How do you keep your composure?
Man, I've been blessed with that from an early age. I've always been a person that was not quick to react. I thought before I acted. And again, I'm a big thinker. So I guess experiencing disappointment early taught me to kind of prepare for it. I'm not a pessimist at all, but I always say I'm very optimistic. Like there's nothing that I obviously I'm optimistic if I just wrote, produced, and starred in the whole fucking movie. But I always tell people that my thought process, I learned at an early age to look at everything and everyone as if like, what's the worst thing possible that could happen? And then like, if that was to happen, what would you do?
Yep.
How would you respond? So a lot of times whenever like something crazy happened and people see me, they go like, dude, you were like so composed. I'm like, because I'm constantly thinking.
Yeah.
And I probably have thought that out. Not to necessarily say that I've dealt with it kind of in a certain way, but I hope for the best and I prepare for the worst. I learned that at a very early age. Like I say, been disappointed so many times, let down. So, and honestly, I take accountability for a lot of stuff. And
I do as well. Yeah.
So like, if I wasn't in control of it, like literally, I learned to be like, okay, well, I did the best that I could, and I let it go. So, I look at it like that. I try to be fair and honest to people. We all sometimes judge, but I try to keep that to myself. But as long as you don't completely like disrespect me, I might even let you do that. Don't put your hands on me. But depending on the day, you know what I'm saying, you might catch me on the day where I cuss you out and be like, look, you got me fucked up.
Yeah.
Other than that, I might just be like, hey, you need to chill out. Like, I'm not even gonna do that with you today. But I've always just been chill, laid back because I'm a person that thinks. Believe me, if you see me in a situation where it seems like I made the wrong decision, that the decision still was calculated.
Yeah. Piece by piece. Very intricate.
Like, it might have been dumb as fuck.
But you went full throttle with it.
I was completely prepared for the consequences that was going to happen.
Do you have any regrets?
Nah, I don't. Well, technically, I guess I do, is that I didn't speak up, which is why I am so outspoken now. Yeah. That whenever I saw something or somebody doing something wrong, or for myself, I always say, nobody's going to defend you like you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Take care of you. That's why I'm self-love. So I guess that would be my only regret, is that I was just too laid back and chill. Yeah. And held my composure, where I should have showed my anger. Yeah.
Went crazy. Yeah. What are you grateful for?
Oh man, just to be alive and to experience my kids, family, to see people, which actually this has been making me sad too here lately though. Like, I've seen a lot of people leave this earth, and also it's a good thing, but it's a bad thing. I've kind of felt some type of way. I was gonna make a post about this, but I'm looking at people that I really like and love age, if that makes sense. That's a good thing, but also it's like, time flying, like for real. It's flying. Like, it's so many people that I'm looking at like, dang, I remember so-and-so was just out, running around, now they in the house, like, like, we got aunts and uncles and grandmas that's leaving this earth, or they getting fragile now. So it's stuff like that, and just we having so many people leave this earth. But I'm glad I'm able to see that, and I'm also glad to be able to. I've always been a person that I like to push people, inspire them, and motivate. I'm grateful that I have been told by several people that I've inspired them to write their book or shoot their movie or pursue a different career, just by them sitting back watching me. They watched the whole process. I documented everything. They saw me write the script, posting about it, cast, and all that. So I'm grateful that I'm able to impact people's lives in a positive way.
I feel like that's the greatest reward, hearing people feedback as you're going along the process as well. Yeah. The last but not least, favorite question: what does failure's knowledge mean to you?
What does who?
Failure's knowledge means to you.
Failure's knowledge? Oh yeah, you definitely. So when you fail, you need to take all of that and learn from it. And so it's it was a guy who said the biggest lie in the world is knowledge is power. It's the application
Yep.
of knowledge. So what you do with it is really what's the real power. So all of those trials and tribulations you went through, that knowledge you gained from failure, you have to take it and apply it. And now these days, not only take it and apply it, and use that power, you can kind of spread it out to other people.
Yep.
So they won't make the same mistakes and fail. And now you can make money off of it.
Yeah.
By doing stuff like this. So.
Yeah. Man, I really appreciate you. How can people find you? How can they get in touch with you? How can they potentially work with you if they want to do it?
You can reach me on my OnlyFans. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Instagram, it's Sejames, Sejames, SR. Facebook, Sejames Humphrey. And then my website is intothesunsetproductions.com. That's pretty much all you need. I'm very easy to find. I'm the only Sejames Humphrey in the world. Sejames. You can Google me if you need to. IMDb might pop up showing all my contact information on there too. So
there you go, folks. Man, I appreciate you for coming in.
No problem. That was good. That was real good.
Yes, sir.